Andy the Budget Angler here, just out at a sunny Potter Higham today. I'm out on the Broads. You can see there, what's that saying, about 6'8", so there's not, no, 5'8". Not going to be many boats getting under there today, and certainly not us. I'm out on my annual Lads Week, so not out on Evening Shadow. This is something I've been doing since before I got Evening Shadow. It's a lad's holiday, and I've never done a vlog on this holiday because normally it's a bit messy, to be honest, and I've got a bit of a hangover now. We only got here last night, and yeah, I overdid it on the first night as ever, and I always sort of say, oh no, go easy the first night, ease myself into the holiday. Didn't happen, so I'm feeling a little bit worse for wear, but I've just been to Latham's and I've got myself a sausage roll, so fingers crossed we'll get a bit of fishing done. We've got a full week planned, packed out. We've got 2 Jewel of Lights from Herbert Woods, and Broad Ambition is the flotilla this year. For any Broads boating vlog fans out there, the skipper on my craft is Robin the Rascal, the London Rascal from the Captain's blog. So he may make a cameo in one of the videos. He's not much of a fisherman, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm determined to get a holiday fishing vlog filmed, because I've not done it for Lads Week, and I want a video to remember it by, as well as you know, it's just another video for the channel. I've waffled on already, but it's a beautiful sunny autumn morning. It looks like the weather's going to be set fair as well, which makes a change, because the last few times I've been out on the Broads, it's been a little bit wet. So fingers crossed we can get some nice weather and get a few fish for you. Well guys, no fishing as of yet. As you can see, we're at Reedham. If anyone knows Reedham, you'll realise we're actually on the wrong side of the river. We're on the waiting pontoon for waiting for the Reedham swing bridge to swing, but our boat gets under that without it needing to swing. So you might ask why we're here, but unfortunately we had a problem with the gearbox yesterday, so that had to be replaced by Herbert Woods, and they came out this morning and did that. So that was that. And we were obviously moored up on the other side at Reedham. So we tested the engine, tested the gearbox, that was working fine, and we left Reedham Quay only to discover that the rudder was permanently locked to port. So the boat, effectively, as we moved away, that was great. You know, we were full lock and doing what we needed to do to manoeuvre the boat out into the main river, and then we couldn't turn the other way. And so the skill of Robin the Rascal, from the Captain's blog, he's a skilled helmsman. He got us with only steering one way to the waiting pontoon, and now we're going to wait either rescue or repair from Herbert Woods. So that's just an update for you. I have not managed to set up a rod or do any fishing at all as of yet, but it's so far a good and exciting Lads Week holiday. So yeah, it's what boating's all about. Well, here's a nice bit of boating footage for you guys. I did manage to get a little bit, excuse the shaking, this camera's not very good, it doesn't have auto stabilisation, but I did manage to get a bit of fishing done earlier at Thorpe. This is the little the sort of Thorpe St Andrew, I don't know what this little cut's called. It's like a little cut that comes off the River Yare, and there are 2 low bridges at either end. So we've popped up here, had a quick pint in the pub, had a chuck the lure around for about an hour. Not a touch, very shallow and weedy, but very clear. Couldn't even see any bait fish moving around, and the guys fishing with bait, just fishing feeder or waggler, didn't get a touch either. So pretty devoid of life from that point of view. So we're now cruising on up to Norwich, a little bit earlier than we'd planned to leave, just to make sure we've got enough clearance to get under the bridges, and I'll definitely get some fishing done in Norwich. Hey! Oh! Perch. Yeah, guys, look at that. First perch of the holiday, absolute cracker. Tiny little wasp, just on a little 14 trout magnet mini. Absolutely lovely. And another lovely little wasp in the sunshine there, guys. Absolutely cracking, just on that tiny little lure. I've had to scale right down to a tiny little lure. I'd been putting the spinner through for about 40 minutes and didn't get a touch, but it just goes to show the wasps are around, and I'll take them at the moment because it's not really been much of a fishing holiday, but I'm having a great time. There you go, guys, absolutely cracking. A little roach on a lure there. There's such fun catching silvers on lures. That's only a tiny lure. It's a bit of a generous to call it lure fishing, but I'm pleased as punch with that. Thanks, Pete. I've got my budget angler fan club with me today, guys. Another little wasp there, guys. Fin up for the camera, absolutely brilliant. Another feisty little perch there. It's just getting dark now. I think I'm going to retire to the pub shortly. But yeah, cracking one. Very, very dark as well. That's a really, really dark perch. Quite a small tail as well. It's not like not a huge paddle on that, is it? But a lovely little fish. Another one there, guys. I'm loving the variation of colour tonight. That was a really greeny one. Cracking little fish. Just a bit of an update for you guys. Just out on Fleet Dyke, back on the Northern Rivers. I think the last update I gave you was a little bit of river scenery as we attempted to leave Thorpe St Andrew, but that didn't quite come off or go to plan. Because the tide had come in a little bit faster than was shown on the tide guide, and that meant we were stuck between two bridges because we couldn't fit under. So we ended up spending the night at Thorpe. But I mean, it wasn't too bad. The pub there was quite nice, and we got a cab into Norwich and had a bit of a wild night out in Norwich. I think I might have mentioned a bit of that, but the last fish you would have seen would have been at Rockland St Mary. We spent the evening there last night, and we've come north today, and so we're now at Fleet Dyke, which comes off just opposite St Bennett's, and fingers crossed I can get a couple out. I'm going to try with the little tiny micro lures again, see how we get on. It's getting on, it's sort of afternoon time now, so probably got about 3 or 4 hours before it gets dark, so I want to have a go with the small lures, and then maybe in the morning before we set off I might have a go and fish a float. But I've not actually done any float fishing yet this holiday, just because it's been pretty full on, what with getting the boat fixed, then being stuck at Thorpe, and also just doing all the other exciting Lads Week activities. Well, guys, back now from the Broads. It's a week and a day later, so it's a Sunday. I got back last Saturday. I did manage to get out last Sunday, but I blanked. I got a I hooked into a really nice chub. It would have been my best lure caught chub, but it was only a tiny little jig I was using, and it strapped straight in the jig head, jig hook, so that's a bit of an annoyance. And then then a small jack got hold of it and came off, so that was that. Out not in Bedfordshire or Hertfordshire, as you can see. I'm in the Big Smoke. I've come down to meet a mate on the Isle of Dogs. I'm going to go and chuck some more lures around, because I haven't done a lure fishing video for ages, it feels like. And I mean, to be honest, this video is going out in about 3 weeks' time. The date today is the 24th of October, so happy birthday to my sister Sophie. But yeah, so it's been a real struggle the last few weeks, to be honest. I've been fishing, not fishing as much as I'd like to, and when I have been fishing, I've hardly caught. It's been a real pain, to be honest. Just conditions haven't been good, or just it's fishing, isn't it? Sometimes you have a run of bad luck, and I must admit it's been ages since I've had such a run of bad luck. But there you go. That's why we do it. So I'm out again today. New venue, completely new to what I've been used to the last year or so. I've hardly been down here at all. You know, I come down the train. It ain't the cheapest, but I don't mind, because if you get into the fish down here, then there are some cracking perch to be had, which is what I'll be aiming for. But anyway, don't want to go into too much about that, because I'm going to film the intro to this video next, and fingers crossed we get some fishing footage out of it. But other than that, just to say thank you very much for watching. That wasn't quite as fishing video as I hoped for, a bit of a random one, but thought I'd document it anyway. If you liked it, please hit that thumbs up, please drop me a sub, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers guys, fish on.